Here we are, we have come to this. This is the review of the epic conclusion of the Mass Effect trilogy. Cue Miracle of Sound.
You can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard.
If you get that song, then you get the song. If you don't, I gotta wonder why you're watching a Mass Effect 3 review. Unless you just like this face, in which case, I guess that's okay. In any case, Mass Effect 3. So it has been a long road to the end of Mass Effect, a long, enjoyable road, because Mass Effect is one of the best sci-fi dramas out there. It is what it is. And in my opinion, they nailed Mass Effect 2 so perfectly, I was thinking if they don't change anything in terms of gameplay or structure for Mass Effect 3, they'll be fine. So how was Mass Effect 3? In a word, it was great. So in Mass Effect 3, Shepard's back with the Alliance and the Reapers have come. And it's a dark day for humanity and every race in the galaxy. So the Reapers are wiping everything out and you gotta get your crew together and battle the Reapers. Not just your crew though, you have to unite the entire galaxy. There's some conflict among some of the galactic species in Mass Effect, so to unite them is gonna be a challenge. But that's part of the experience of Mass Effect. Now in terms of characters, Mass Effect just nails it. There are so many moments in this game where I'm like, dude, man, tears. If Mass Effect 3 is going for a very deep emotional impact on you, they nailed it. And in that, I feel it's important to play Mass Effect 1 and 2 before 3, because that's where you bond with the characters. That's where you bond with your crewmates and friends. So when things happen to them in Mass Effect 3, it's just tragic. If you played the other games, you've spent over 100 hours bonding with these people, because you get so attached to your crew, which is pretty much what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to care about the people you're with and who you're fighting with. The Mass Effect saga completely takes care of that. Mass Effect 3 is one of those games, depending on how you play the end of Mass Effect 2, some characters may or may not be alive in 3. I'm kind of interested to see how that would even work, or if some missions just aren't going to be in the game. Because I had everyone alive, but what if I didn't? There are some missions where you're like, that mission would be impossible if those two guys were dead. Those two guys could be dead. Interesting stuff right there. The gameplay is very similar to Mass Effect 2, almost identical. And in terms of the gameplay being a lot like Mass Effect 2, I can't imagine playing Mass Effect without a sniper rifle. I mean, honestly, in this game, like 2, you get the best sniper rifle in the game. You're just destroying guys in one hit. One thing that was in Mass Effect 2 that was not in Mass Effect 3 were the loyalty missions. I really felt that the loyalty missions in Mass Effect 2 were a really cool way to bond with your crew member, you know, just kind of see what makes them tick, see what they're going through. Mass Effect 3 doesn't have those loyalty missions. Mass Effect 3 even has that one C-Sec dude from Mass Effect 2 who's voiced by Sultai from Battlestar Galactica. Commander Shepard. These are dark days among us. You can't help but vision Sultai from Battlestar Galactica. Some of the interaction I kind of found weird. In every interaction in the old game, you had the dialogue circle every time you talk to someone. Unless they didn't want to talk to you. If they just start talking and you don't have the dialogue circle, you're like, alright, that's just extra dialogue, I'm out. However, in this one, some of the important dialogue actually happens without the dialogue circle. Kind of throws you for a loop at first, because you're like, I've spent 2 games being accustomed to dialogue circle important, no dialogue circle negatable. Now, no dialogue circle means might be important. I suppose the same amount of dialogue between you and the character you're talking to is going back and forth with or without the dialogue circle, but you just kind of feel like you're not hurting the conversation in the way that you would like you did in the last 2 Mass Effect games. Still great dialogue though. Multiplayer is really fun. I mean, for being a multiplayer that's just kind of thrown into a game that's really based off of single player campaign, I felt the multiplayer was great. Kind of has that Left 4 Dead light kind of feeling, you know, it plays like Left 4 Dead, but instead of zombies coming after you, you have Cerberus troops, or you have indoctrinated aliens coming after you, or Geth. Pick your poison, point is bad guys coming after you and your friends, you gotta wipe them out. And is it hours upon hours of fun? Yeah, you betcha. Another thing I found kind of light and insignificant in Mass Effect 3 was my romance. In Mass Effect 1, I romanced Ashley. Mass Effect 2, Miranda. Mass Effect 3, I went back to the end of Mass Effect 2 and romanced nobody. Because I heard if you like cheated on Ashley, even though she bitched out in the second one, you were gonna have consequences. I just didn't want to deal with consequences or drama, so I romanced nobody in 2. In 3, I dealt with consequences and drama because she's still pissed at you for joining Cerberus. After that, she doesn't talk to you at all, and then at the very end of the game, you're like, oh yeah, I love you too. Kind of made my romance insignificant. My friend was like, I romanced Tali, and it was awesome because she's great, she's cool. I was like, yeah, Ashley is the most useless piece of shit girlfriend in the entire galaxy, so don't ever romance Ashley. However, Mass Effect does a good job at showing you that the character interactions and the emotional connection you feel with your crew is more important than any romance option. Like Garrus, I was closer to Garrus in this game than any character in a game ever. Garrus, for the win. Awesome war buddy, dude. That dude is the best. Then there's the end. In a game that is so built up on choice, I felt the ending was kind of disappointing. All right, by kind of, I mean the more you think about it, the more you hate it. I'm not going to tell you everything about the ending, so don't worry, no spoilers here. However, I will do a review, a video on the ending itself, because it's worthy of its own video. And I'll break down what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what I think they should change with DLC somehow. So keep your eye out for that. In short, I felt like the choices you made in Mass Effect Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 should affect the ending of Mass Effect 3. In the end, it just kind of doesn't. You get the ending. However, if you're going on the John Locke from Lost perspective, where it's all like, not about the destination, Jack. It's about the journey. Then yes, the road to the end of Mass Effect 3 is one of the most emotionally gripping and epic things I've ever played in my life. So beautiful, dude. So many times, like I'm telling you. Tears. I have the soundtrack because it's just worth having. It is definitely worth playing, although you will be conflicted about the end. But again, another review for another time. So have you played the Mass Effect games? Have you not? If you haven't, now's a good time to start. What did you think of them? What's your favorite one of the three? And what's your favorite sci-fi epic game? I'll say that because the last video I did, I think I asked for your favorite sci-fi drama in space. Now we're gonna do game. Whatever it is, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
No matter what scars you bear, whatever uniform you wear, you can fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard, but you'll never be better than Commander Shepard.